What's up, pickleballers? It's the Pickleball Dad here with the All Drive No Drop team talking about the Mark Kinetic today, a new hybrid shaped paddle. This is $135 after promo code All Drive No Drop. Very good price. Very good all court paddle. I think you guys are going to like this one. So stick around, check out the specs, check out my thoughts during my gameplay. Really enjoy it. It is a DuPont Kevlar and Carbon Fiber weave blend. So not a full Kevlar, not a full carbon fiber, a little mix between like the pickleball apes. Let's jump into those specs. A Mark Kinetic pickleball paddle is a thermoformed unibody construction with foam injected sidewalls. It is called a arc wide top. For the shape, it is basically the hybrid shape, and it goes from 7.5 inches to 7.75 inches wide at the top, 16.25 inches in length. It has the dynamic Kevlar material for the paddle face, which is the Kevlar and carbon fiber blend. And then we have a thickness of 16 millimeters. The average weight is 8.1 ounces. Mine came in at 8.2 ounces. The grip circumference is 4 1/8 inches. The grip length is 5.3 inches. And then I had a spin of 2064 RPM. And then we have a twist weight of 6.55 and a swing weight of 120. Let's jump in. Serve and punch numbers for the Mark Kinetic. I had 54 miles per hour for the serve, and then I had 36.2 for the punch. And then compare that to the Ruby. I had 53.8 for the serve and 34.9 for the punch. So overall, about the same power. I do think the Kinetic's power is a little bit more inconsistent. I was getting a wider range in my testing, and I felt that during gameplay, my overheads were sometimes lacking a little power. So I think the sweet spot size on the Kinetic for the power is worse than the Rubies, but the top end power of the Kinetic is better, and obviously the punch is better. So I just want to keep that in mind, that it was something that the numbers kind of don't show, is that the power can be inconsistent. At least it was for me. So let's get into my gameplay thoughts and let you know how it played on the court. The Mark Kinetic on the court, a lot of fun to play with. Real poppy paddle. I would classify this as a power paddle, power hybrid paddle, because it is just going to launch some things. So how is that power paddle playing? I mean, it's got a high twist rate, right? It was not terrible at control, but with that pop coming off, I do feel like at the kitchen with those resets, it's a little harder, especially when you're trying to dig low. Coming up through the transition zone, you do have to adjust for that. So if you don't like poppier paddles, this is going to be a hard one for you to control. But man, when you're doing your counters and your speed ups and the rolls, the flicks, it's really great to have that pop, because it makes everything easier. You don't have to swing as hard. You can keep your mechanics solid. I really enjoyed it, especially like drives and serves. Oh, they just felt so crisp. But that is one thing, that the power just didn't feel consistent sometimes on overheads and hard drives. Like, it feels like the sweet spot for the power is a little smaller. It's kind of weird. It just felt inconsistent sometimes. So I just want to let you guys know if that would bug you. I'm just letting you know that up front. But all around, like it plays as a more of a power paddle, but it's a great all court paddle. You just have to adjust for that pop, but I hadn't, and then the spin spins great too. A little bit above the DVD, a little bit below the Ruby. So if you're looking for that top end spin, it's almost up there with the big boys, but it's not quite all the way there. Overall, just performed everywhere, just very well everywhere on the court, except for like transitions, resets. That's the hardest part of the paddle. I think the twist weight, like, I didn't have any problem with twisting my hand, but I do think the sweet spot isn't as good as the twist weight suggests. And that was my experience on the court. So should you buy the Mark Kinetic? It's $135 after the promo code All Drive No Drop. And it's pretty much the same shape as the Ruby, maybe slightly different specs they lift. I measured them both. I mean, when you're splitting that 0.05 of an inch, I mean, really, really hard to tell. I think if you like the Ruby, you like the DVD, but you think you're looking for something a little bit poppier, not happy with that poppiness of those two, I think the Mark Kinetic's a great choice. It's a very fun paddle. A lot of power. Power can be inconsistent at times, in my opinion. The sweet spot's smaller. I think it's smaller than the DVD and the Ruby. Not by a ton, but I think it's enough to notice. If you are an aggressive player, you're looking for a paddle. I mean, you do save some money with the Mark Kinetic compared to the DVD and the Ruby, especially the Ruby. It's a great paddle. I wouldn't recommend this if you are leaning on the controlling side and like you just really pride yourself resets, blocks, going through the transition zone, and you like a little bit on the softer side. This is not going to be for you. But if you're aggressive, you're looking to speed up, you're looking to get in those hands battles, Kinetic is good. So it is a 120 swing weight. I still think it plays felt a little faster than like a 120 swing weight elongated paddle. So check it out. It's a great, I mean, for them to come out into the game with this as one of their first paddles, great job by Mark. I can't wait to see what they come out with next. I do recommend this paddle for the price point of $135. I mean, it's one of the top options under $150, to be honest. It's just really good. So if you have any questions or if you have any comments, drop them below. Love to hear from you. Subscribe to the channel and like this video if you found it helpful. And everyone, just have a great day. I enjoyed playing with the Mark Kinetic, and I'm definitely going to play with it again. Thank you.